I was like,
There's a lot of that going around.
ah,
A lot of that.
updating the website. Go. I thought we were. So I said, that's why I was talking about waffles. Waffles? She's gone. Okay, website should be updated.
Okay. Hey, Twitch people.
Da, 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 da.
Yes. Ranger Rick, we're supposed to have storms here tomorrow. You too?
What type of storms? A winter?
Rain and winds of 50 miles an hour. Yeah. Hey, Giz 1, Pack NW, Ranger Rick Becky, Nick with a C, and Scooter X.
Hello, Giz 1. Pack NW. I was on Night Attack or Ghost Attack. I'm not sure what they're calling it nowadays. But Brian Brushwood's NSFW show became Night Attack, which is now in the process of becoming Ghost Attack or something like that.
Oh, okay. So,
that was fun. I guess that can be my host. That can be my...
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be super.
I didn't really do anything else.
Oh, yay, jury duty. Yay, Pack NW.
Ooh. So no. Have they decided on the name after April? Didn't ask them that.
It's only Ghost Attack. Oh, for April.
Yeah, I think it's because it's dying. It's becoming a ghost.
I see. Oh, I see.
But it's becoming something else. It's not like.
Oh, it's leaving. Not going. It's not going away for good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're retooling.
No, it was very funny earlier because Windows did another update, and when I came back, you know, my screen had just a screensaver on, and I thought, well, what did they screw up now? And then I go to gizwiz.tv, and it says unreachable, and I go, oh, what?
Oh, no.
And then I look over and I see, oh, it's not my computer, it's Spectrum. It's rebooting the boxes. Anyway, it came up in time. Hey, Captain J. Crispy Bacon. Wait a minute. Hey. Is the 23 new?
I think he's always been Crispy Bacon 23.
Has he been? Oh, he's been. Okay. Okay.
It's not as memorable as the Crispy, so I don't know. That's a good question, I guess.
Martron. Zombie attack. Hey, Giz 52 more. Magoo.
I'm new, says Captain J. I've never seen you around, Captain J. Welcome. We are the Giz Wiz.
Yes.
I've always been 20, even though I'm at least 47. At least 22.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, and it's going to be time for a new theme.
Oh, yeah. I almost thought it was this week. This April seems to have gone on.
You know, it's very
forever.
funny. I did too. I looked at the calendar and said, "Oh, it's Chad's first." And I go, "Oh no,
no, it's not." I had a slight panic yesterday, going, "Oh, I never put up the poll. I didn't put up the poll. And then I remembered, no, I have another gadget still.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Mm-mm-mm. Let's throw this out. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I have the last 2 weeks of June off. That's only 7 weeks away. Oh, yeah, soon.
Huh.
Soon travel will be back.
Yeah. I think, what's a good place to go? June. I feel like a beach would be great. Go to a beach. Or...
Fergus. Paul CG. RF guy. Are you radio frequency guy, or does that stand for something else, RF? Waffles was just at the controls a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Waffle. Oh, here she's come back. Here, kitty kitty. You want to say hi? She's making her own decision. You
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Hi. All right.
There you go.
All right, let me show me those buttons. Let me step on some things.
Pa, pa, pa.
Oh, great. RF engineer. Super.
Nice.
Charlie. This Charlie's good.
This Charlie's good. This Charlie started having some diarrhea, but I think it was because I switched out his food, so I switched it back.
Oh. That was very funny about food with dogs. They were giving away samples, and I said, oh, I'll take one. And they said, are you sure? And I said, well, you're changing your mind? And they said, no, if your dog is on one particular diet, when you switch them off to something else, the first couple of days, they usually have diarrhea.
Yeah.
So
it was the same brand of food. It was a different style because they were out of the flavor, but they still had the same brand. So I thought it would be fine, but it wasn't fine. So I went back and they had the correct one in stock.
Captain J says, diarrhea runs in my family. Captain J, part doctor. Dry wet food.
My dog's dry food.
Waffles is having a good. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. That clock is 1 minute fast. We have a minute. Let's see. We have a what the heck is it?
Ooh.
That you're going to play for. We have a camera that does everything but take pictures.
Okay. I have my very own what the heck is it kind of TikTok gadget.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Okay.
And a sound bar for people who have trouble hearing dialogue.
Okay. Perfect.
In movie. I love this thing. This is great.
That's awesome.
You can cut out any of those that you want.
In 3, we're a few seconds early, but here we go. In 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have not 1, not 2, but if you count the official one, maybe 3. What the heck is it this episode? We also have a sound bar if you're having difficulties listening to dialogue. And we have a camera that does everything but take photos. All next on The Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, the gadget whisperer, Dick D. Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, Chad. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. All my gadgets just woke up. That's crazy. That's insane.
No, every once in a while, I'm usually arranging things for the show, and I look up and I see those new, well, I guess they're almost a year old now, opening credits, and I think, this is so professional, this opening. I hope people aren't
Ivan Hahn.
disappointed. Yeah, Ivan, yes. I'm so glad you remember his name all the time. That is just great.
Yeah, I love it.
And things with you good?
Things are good. Things are good. I had a taste of normalcy over the weekend. I went to a wedding. Can you believe it? And stopped off in Austin to see Brian Brushwood, a good friend, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And in fact, I'm actually on the Night Attack podcast, which is Brian Brushwood's podcast. It's being called Ghost Attack as they retool the show because Justin Robert Young moved from California to Austin, so they're redoing stuff. So yeah, so if you want to check out the episode that I'm on, nightattack.tv is the place to do it. But yeah, it was great.
Great. Yes, and in New York yesterday, no masks in the park.
Wow, nice, outside.
Unless you're attending an event. So still, I would say half the people that when we were walking Charlie earlier, half the people are still wearing masks. Almost everybody on Broadway is wearing a mask because you're going in and out of stores.
Right.
And like you, I had the first boating trip of the year with some friends.
Wow!
I know. The boat started, my Yamaha, winterized, hit the key, started right up, and we went up to along the Palisades. It was great to be back on the water again.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is great.
And
the vaccine is working. The vaccine is working.
Yes.
Yes. That's so nice.
And for people who don't have it, everybody who goes a couple weeks past their second shot says this, and I'll say it too, because you do feel safer. Mm-hmm. It was like I counted those 14 days. Now it's a month since we got our second shots. I just feel really better about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. So yeah, anything else happen over this last week?
Oh, yeah, there's a funny thing with I went down to the watch my trains yesterday, and the park has got cameras everywhere and trucks, and I go to the guy, what are they doing? And he said, filming an American Express commercial. So I look down this flight of stairs. I go down because that's where the gate is that I can see the trains. And there are 4 people with cameras shooting. And I said to the person, can I go down these stairs and behind that light bar? Because I want to see some trains go by. And the person said, yeah, just do that. You won't be on camera. And then today I opened our very local paper and it says, Amy Schumer was in the park yesterday shooting for her new series. And I thought, oh, that was Amy Schumer. Oh, no. Anyway.
That's so funny. She could have been right behind you, and you would have been looking at the train.
Yeah, I know. The funny thing is, I guess that's a clever thing to say it's a commercial, because if you say it's and I forgot who the lead in this new sitcom is, but it's another famous person, and if you say that, then they'll have a real crowd. When you say commercial, people go, right. I see enough on my TV.
Exactly. It's just a product that no one really cares that much about. It's a baby formula commercial, you know.
Exactly.
Not that exciting. Just anything that no one really has a strong brand connection with. Yeah, it's an AirPod knockoff commercial, you know.
Yeah. But when I was walking through the park, as I was leaving, I was thinking, how much did that 1 minute commercial cost? Because it says you have signs everywhere. Catering here.
Oh yeah.
Holding tank here, people who need breakfast there. And I'm thinking, this is an awful lot of people and equipment for commercial.
That
So now
one
I understand a
day
little.
shoot was the budget for all of the Giz Wiz. And
Yeah,
and I mean all of the Giz Wiz. Every episode
Oh,
that has
yes.
ever been filmed.
that's right.
the Giz Wiz.
All 1,829 episodes.
Exactly. Was that one day.
That one shoot in
I
Riverside.
remember when Disney was talking to Revision 3 about purchasing Revision 3. And one of the things that I remember some of the employees saying was like, they're like, how do you make this content so cheap? Like, how do you make the content so inexpensively? And it's because, it's all real. You just go, grab a camera, hope the lighting looks good, and shoot it, versus the normal, it's like you get paid actors in the background, everybody catering and whatnot. It's just, so yeah, it's inexpensive to make new media.
It is. Oh, Scooter X just posted her new show is called Life and Beth. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
The trains are
and
just
then-
over there.
No, go up. Let's see. Scroll up a little more, and the trains are trains are behind. Oh, go to the next picture. The trains are behind that scrim, that white scrim.
Right over here.
So-
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, yes, exactly. So I was able to go down the stairs and then go behind that, and then the gate is behind that.
That is so
And I didn't realize that she was out there. And also, they did a very long scene, and I'm thinking, this must be like a 4-minute commercial because those two people just never stopped talking. Now,
y'all be quiet, please? I'm listening to trains. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Anyway, it was funny. It was great. It was great fun.
But that's crazy.
Scooter X, thank you for finding that so fast. That was just great.
That is awesome. Well, let's jump into
So let's
some
jump into
gadgets.
stuff. Okay, here's gadget number one.
I've done some professional photography in my life. You've heard of the Museum of Modern Art. I walked by there with my camera several times in my lifetime. Okay, but I had a friend and I asked him about my photography, and he said, there's not an air of lightness about your photography. There's no zip in it. There's no bubbly stuff in it. So I bought this new Nikon, and we'll see. Now this. What do you think of my work now? Oh, a selfie? Okay. This is called the drowning. Oh, look at, we have lights. What more could you want? That is really neat. Okay, so you saw how it works, okay? And I thought we're actually doing this before that demo to show you what you get in the box when you open it. Oh, it's very simple, okay? It's one simple plastic insert. You get a mini how to operate. You get the camera. Oh, look, the packaging is really... You got the camera with the dreaded screw battery door. It takes 3 AA batteries. And I was worried. I said, I forgot to order bubble gook. There's bubble stuff in the box. And there's also a carry strap. Okay, so it's pretty neat. You'll need a mini screwdriver. Okay, I took that screw out and put 3 batteries in. And then we're looking where to put the bubble gunkum. All these buttons are fake. Oh, wait a minute. This. Oh, okay. This opens. All right. And then it says remove. Well, this is a little strange.
Oh, it's taking photos.
That shutter sound
the
effect is so
jar.
great.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
And fill the jar with bubble gum. All right.
And I'm not sure why you need
I'll
two
do that. We're gonna let the
straws
camera run, but
going
I'll
into it.
put one out.
Maybe one's to put air back
Well, it
in.
looks like it's gonna be
But you know
tricky.
what? That's what I thought. I think that's what it
You have to
is.
put those down
That
in
seems
there,
really well designed to have an extra little.
and then screw
Well, it is
this
difficult.
on.
I
Actually,
found the way
turn
to
the
do it.
jar.
Is just turn
It
the
makes
jar
life
up against
easier.
it.
And then put it back in. Okay. So the bubble camera has lights, makes shutter sounds, has bubbles, but it doesn't take pictures. Oh, it has
It
music too.
And a flash.
That reminds me of the selfie taking Santa. Selfie Santa.
Yes.
That ka-chick. That sounds so selfie Santa like.
Yeah. It is, and it was $15, and there was a 10% off on, so I paid $13.50 for it.
I like it.
It's
That's
really
adorable.
cute. Now, reading the reviews, people are asking, can you change the songs or can you shut the sound off? You can't. Okay, the only control you have is the shutter button. Okay, and when you press the shutter button, everything starts together. The music. The first time you press the shutter button, the flash goes off like 3 times and you hear the shutter click 3 times. Then it starts playing music, and the whole time it shoots those bubbles. But I think kids will have a lot of fun with this. I think on Amazon they're saying like 3, 4, and 5-year-old kids would really love this.
Absolutely.
And with summer coming, it's great fun for the outdoors.
I agree. The only thing is I could imagine wishing that you could get bubbles without the music. So I kind of agree with some of the ratings. It's
Yes,
like,
no, you're absolutely right. And the fact that there's only 2 songs in there,
right.
it would be good.
Right. That is cool.
Anyway, and
I
you
like
say,
it.
go off and play. Go
Right.
go out of earshot
Go
and play.
outside. Outside, shut all the doors, keep the music out there. Yeah, totally. That's cool and not expensive at all. It's great. I love it.
Absolutely not. Our second gadget is something that I've known about this for years, and one of the taglines is with hearing aid technology. So I watch a lot of really old movies on YouTube, like mainly movies from the 40s and 50s, old murder mysteries, and hearing the sound is really hard. And so at a recent Showstoppers virtual event, the CEO of Vox was there, and we had a brief conversation with everybody who was in Zoom. And then I asked if I could call him and do a quick chat together. So I have a little 6-minute chat that he explains why he came up with this and everything about it. So if you have trouble hearing soundtracks, and as he said, even modern movies, the soundtrack's covered with the 5.1 sound. Anyway, here's our little interview.
There we go.
We're doing a Giz Wiz here via Zoom, and it came about via a virtual Showstoppers event a couple weeks ago. And I've always been interested in the Z-Vox, and for some reason, one of the taglines is with hearing aid technology. And I don't know why I thought for some reason it was for people with it who had hearing aids. But Tom and I spoke briefly during that. They sent me a production unit to try out, and I absolutely love it because, as my audience knows, I tell them all the time, I live in the past. And one of the things I do a lot is watch old movies, and not movies from 3 years ago. A lot of old mysteries on YouTube where the audio is horrendous. And although I've only used the Z-Box for 4 or 5 days, I absolutely love it. And so, Tom, how do you work your magic so that using the remote, I can clear up soundtracks that I couldn't hear before?
Well, what we've done, which nobody else seems to have figured out, is that you can take the technology behind hearing aids that help people with severe hearing impairment and put that into an amplified speaker. And that's what we've done. And then we give you varying levels of boost, of amplification, so that people with no hearing issues at all can still hear voices much better, because the speakers built into modern TVs are so tiny that even if you have perfect hearing, you can have trouble with understanding dialogue. And then the way they mix movies now with all the overly loud sound effects, and you watch a football game and they're pumping crowd noise in, so you can't understand the announcer. And then you get to be as old as you and I are, and our ears are in a little bit of a decline anyhow. So, the AV157, our latest product, has 12 different settings. And at the most extreme, you're really, the speaker is acting like a hearing aid. At the least extreme, it's just giving you a little help. It's giving you a little, especially it's helpful with British shows. We like to say that AccuVoice will translate British into English.
So there are 12 levels. Is that right? Or is it 10?
There's 10, or there's 12 in the AV157. That's correct.
Okay. And what is Super Voice? I tried that a bit. That's the upper range of the 12.
Right. What Super Voice does is it takes the 6 AccuVoice levels and it layers another level of technology on top of AccuVoice. So think of AccuVoice as sharpening the voices, making them a little louder, putting an edge on them so you can understand them better. And what Super Voice does is it turns down everything else. It's softening the non-voice parts of the soundtrack. Part of our patent was we're able to pull the dialogue out of the soundtrack, manipulate it separately, so that whatever equalization and compression and other tricks you apply to the voices do not get applied to music, explosions, gunfire, car sound effects. It's just going on the voices. So we're able to do that and then mix it back in so that you hear the voices better.
Do you have 2 units there?
The AV157 on the bottom, that's 17 inches wide by about 3.2 inches high. Then the AV100 is on top of it. It's 10 inches wide by about 2.5 inches high. And it's really tiny. It's about the size of a, Manhattan street hot dog.
I really like this a lot. And it comes with a little remote control. Now, Tom, on the big unit that I have, I see everything the unit is doing with LEDs right behind the grill. And so how does that compare with the little guy?
Well, the little guy does not have an alphanumeric display. Instead, it has 3 different colors of LED lights. It's doing what almost all soundbars do, which is communicate with flashing LED lights. I must say that from my point of view, I'm fond of the alphanumeric characters behind the grill, which we made extra big so that you can read them, even if your eyes are no better than your ears.
Yeah, no, I think that is really great. And also, I like the pricing. The little guy now is like under $100, right? 99.
Yeah,
99?
that's correct.
Okay.
$99.99.
9. And the big guy has a suggested retail of $299.99, but you can always find it someplace at $199.99. So if you go to Amazon and it's not at that price, go to your website, which I assume is zvox.com.
That's correct.
Okay, letter Z, and then vox.com. It'll be there for $199.99. And is Best Buy another person that might have it on sale, another company that might have it on sale from time to time?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And Walmart and, it's around.
It's
But
around.
Nice, nice, nice. So what
Yeah.
I assume
ahead.
he's saying with hearing aid technology is that I do know some hearing aids basically take the frequency of human voice and boost that. So, they're using, a human will speak it, if you look at the waveform, the human will speak like right here.
Right.
So they kind of turn everything up, down and turn that up, which is great. It's fantastic.
Well, they also make hearing aids.
Oh,
so
well, there you go.
I guess it made sense for them to say, let's do this. And then so the little guy has, I believe, 6 different positions for sound, and the big one has 12. But the little guy's under $100. But what is amazing is in the big one, which is $200, this thing called, I think it's called Super Voice. Anyway, when you click that in, it was very funny because I was watching this old movie where there was like a scene of a hanging and the crowds were gathering around the guillotine, around the podium where they were going to hang the person. And I put it on the highest level that you can go. And suddenly the crowd vanished. And it was just the 2 stars talking. And I thought, that's good. And it might ruin the illusion for you, but I didn't care. I just wanted to hear what are they saying to each other. Right. So it works really well, in my estimation.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So
you have firsthand accounting that it works.
Absolutely.
It is difficult without like hands-on, like knowing.
No, you're absolutely right. Because when we were talking about it, he said, Dick, I'm just going to send you one because it's you have to hear it for yourself.
That's awesome.
And each person sort of has to pick the level that they want depending on their hearing. Right. So you have 12 choices.
Right. That's awesome.
Would be kind of creepy. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's it. It is Z-Vox.
Now there's is this video? Should I play this?
You can just play like 20 seconds.
Can't understand.
Here it is.
Voices out and bring them forward so you hear every word clearly. No garbled dialogue.
Yes. Well, I was cleaning out my grandfather's attic and I found a really old box. And when I looked inside, this was there. And it looked really old, but other than that, I didn't really have much to go on.
Well, this is from Peru. And normally these ceramic pieces are associated with notable figures.
Wow, my grandfather did travel the world when he was younger.
Well, this find is from the 1500s, and it depicts a Peruvian coffee bean farmer.
See, this is...
He was an influential member of the village, and these types of pieces have been found in pre-Columbian sites, such as temples and ruins, so it makes it a real good treasure.
That's amazing.
I know, I'm very pleased to tell you that this figurine today...
Yeah, that's good. There you go.
Yeah. And it was hard to see, but it was going through the different levels down on the box. And I like the fact that, like he said, if your ears are going, your eyes are probably going too. So they have giant letters behind the grill that light up for 3 seconds to show you what the box is doing.
That's great. That's really good. Z-Vox. Z-Vox.
Z-Vox. Okay, so first, you have a what the heck is it? I have a what the heck is it? Let's run the video.
Here we go.
Okay, it's time for What the Heck Is It? All right, Dennis, any idea?
I have no idea.
Colorful, hungry
maybe
hippo.
This will help. What the heck
marbles. What
is it?
For making ice cubes.
Oh, that's a great answer. Okay. When I saw the picture of this, I thought, I don't know what that is. I thought it looked like an abacus, remember?
Yeah, an abacus. Yeah.
An abacus, right, exactly. Well, it turns out that they are
Paul
just
C got it.
Fidget gadgets.
It's a popper.
Oh.
Sensory fidget gadgets for people who are nervous.
Oh.
You can.
Right,
yeah, like that.
It's like,
and the funny thing is, I
bubble
thought,
wrap,
well, this
but
is
reusable.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why I bought them in a minute. But they are a little bit hypnotic and fun to play with, and they do pop. I think they're called Pop Something. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to show you why I bought them. And maybe we can do this all in one take here as you turn around to this big monitor. And so I got this email from Woot, okay, Woot Plus. $49, 74% off the list price, $12.99. Okay. I didn't care what they were. I bought them. But I've been doing something lately, and that's to go to Amazon and see if they have something similar. So over on Amazon, this is where my big screen sort of comes in handy here. Look at this. The exact same thing. And instead of $49, they're regularly $16. And they're on sale, not on sale, but the Amazon price is $12.99. So the Amazon price is the same price as Woot, that is saying 74% off. I was very disappointed because I thought Woot really got great deals. Well, maybe they do sometimes. I've bought a lot of stuff on Woot, but this was a big disappointment. But they're kind of fun. You get both of them. They're sensory fidget toys, and they're push bubbles, and you hear a little popping sound too. So if you have a lot of stress, you might want to look into the Octagon Anti-Anxiety Toy Rainbow. $13.
$100 says of them. Yeah, it's a great deal no matter how, it just depends on how high you put the original MSRP.
Yes, exactly.
These are normally $5,000.
$1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, they are fun, and you can throw them in a backpack or something. But, I mean, it's
now how much would you pay?
Oh my gosh!
You want one shaped like a unicorn? That was $1.
Oh yeah, but these are more colorful.
Yeah, here's
one. All one. Oh, there they are.
There they
okay.
Are. That's $1.30.
That's it. That's it.
You know what? We should get this and then start a Kickstarter around it, and then there's a mouse that's going to be very upset about that.
Yeah, you know what? We will sell them as fidget helper ice trays.
Yeah,
okay?
I like that.
So when you're not nervous, you can make ice half circles.
Or
and
how about
so it's unlike all the others, ours is dual purpose.
Fidget helpers for pets.
There
fidget
you go.
helpers. There you go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go.
Deal.
There's also I guess there's $2 shipping, $2.30 shipping.
And how much are they each?
It looks like they're just $1.30 plus
gosh.
the $2.26, so close to $3.50, maybe $3.60
for one.
For one.
Yeah, and you get two on that. Well, I got them overnight, but if you're really fidgety, you can't wait till 30 to 50 days.
Kind of the issue with Alibaba. It's a great deal as long as you don't mind waiting over a month.
Exactly.
Interesting. So those are fun. I think Marsworm has given me one, but that is just too nasty. I think I'm just gonna leave that one.
Oh, okay.
Where it is. Those look fun. I mean, do you feel like you would actually get distracted? Put yourself on the mind of someone who has ADHD?
I have too many things. I'm playing with it now. Anyway, yeah, it is a little. They're fun, and I don't know if I was really anxious, like if I was on an airplane and nervous. I don't know if this would get my attention or not.
I think as someone who is has adult ADHD, I feel like I would I would want to do that during a Zoom call or something where I'm having a hard time like staying focused and just to fidget on something. But you just did it there, and even with a PR40, you can hear it. So I might want something a little quieter to fidget with.
Right. Unless you have this mic. In which case you won't hear. I could drop an anvil on the floor and you wouldn't hear it because this is the mic that you have to talk right in there.
I feel like people would respect me so much that even if they can hear the popping, you know, that mic just exudes professionalism. There's no way they would.
That could.
You know.
That could.
With that.
Meanwhile, at the other end, the engineer would be going, "What is that popping sound?" And he'd be turning amplifier controls and mic mixes. Anyway, okay. With that,
let's move on to.
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. I'll give you a little bit of a preview of the What That Giz It, because in the video I recorded, I asked another time. So here's the preview, and now I will run the video so you can see it just a little closer, and keep on thinking, what could this be? Hey Diggity, here we are back with another TikTok made me buy it gadget. Now we are gonna play a little game of what the heck is it? This is the gadget. Before I show you the TikTok that inspired this gadget, and can you guess any what ideas? It is? These are used together to make this gadget work. Any idea?
God, no.
Well,
a hat
time's
rack?
up. We are going to send it over to the TikTok that made me want to get this gadget.
Random Amazon products you might need. This is the fastest way to stir up your nut butters. We've all been there before. We want the natural nut butters, but the oil separation is kind of annoying. Stick this little device in there, mix it around, and in seconds you're gonna have velvety, smooth nut butters. And the best part is it comes with this little black credit card thing so that none of it goes to waste.
It makes me uncomfortable the way that guy says nut butter, but this is a way to stir up oily peanut butter. So I have some peanut butter right here. Now I have stirred this before, so it's not 2 weeks quite ago as separated as it can be. It can normally get a little bit more separated than this, but still there is an oil on the top where the rest of the peanut butter is down below. So let's test it out. We're just gonna stick it into the jar and then stir. And I'm hoping that this is so much more convenient than just a normal spoon. Okay. Cool. Don't know if it's just my so this is the packaging, by the way. It's just a bag, and they do give you some, like, I guess, helpful tips so that you can continue to stir. I think my hope was that it would be one-handed, you know, one on the jar and the other around. This doesn't seem any better or worse than just using a knife to stir this around. It doesn't, like, I guess if I really dig into it, maybe it's not intuitive. It isn't giving me the action that I expected. Larger peanut butter thing, but there you go. So this credit card thing is supposed to scrape off the peanut butter as I pull it out so that I don't just get a big old mess hanging out. And then I can take this and scrape that off. And there we go. Now we have stirred peanut butter. Now, the alternative,
electric drill.
It's either just to take a spoon or a knife and stir this thing up. I don't know if it's just because I'm practiced at this, but this seems like a way better solution than this gadget. But there you go. The easy PB natural nut butter stir. So it can be used in you know, if you have almond butter or whatever. So I gotta say this falls in the crappy category. If it had some way of really being able to get at it one-handed, maybe, but I just never felt like it really was able to do that. So here's their website, and it fits like the big ones. And that jar that I grabbed, I almost grabbed it on purpose because it was smaller than a normal peanut butter jar. So it does fit in smaller jars, which is great. And, obviously it'll fit in the bigger jars as well. So here it is. I purchased. Oh, it's currently unavailable.
Oh.
Oh my. Well, here I forgot how much
How much? What? Yeah.
I forgot. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my orders to see how much I paid for it. So let me quickly.
I'm gonna guess $9.95, under $10.
Here we are. $11.10, but that was with tax. So it was before tax. It was $10.25. $10.25 was the price that I paid.
Okay.
I would use a spoon. My
me
recommendation.
too. And drill a hole in a credit card.
Right. Exactly. Or just use your normal spoon and then like a spatula. I don't. It just seems like there's way better solutions than this thing. Props to him for making a $10 piece of wire that's been bent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think you can avoid this product. What's interesting is that the reviews, let me go back. I remember them being pretty good look how great they are.
Oh my gosh.
They seem like fantastic reviews.
How many people reviewed him, Chad?
600
Oh my
reviews.
gosh, that's a big
640
sampling.
reviews. I know. So I'm either I don't have the same issue that these people have, like I'm not running into the separation issue that they're having every single day, or someone else sees something in this product that I don't see.
You know what? Would it work better on a bigger jar because more of it would be in the jar? I have no idea.
But here's the thing: is I went back and after I tested it, I was really worried I was doing it wrong. So I went back and I looked here. I'm going to mute my video here, and I looked at the TikTok, and even in his TikTok, he has a sped up thing, and it's pretty obvious he isn't able to get it done one-handed. And I was wondering if I had misremembered that. So we're gonna get to the TikTok in just a second here. I don't have a way to skip ahead. So I was definitely nervous, and also that is the way that I used it with the straight piece. Is supposed to be at the top. So I was really worried after I shot it that I had done something wrong, but I went back and checked.
That.
So here's his, and he speeds up the mixing part, but even check it out. He is not able to keep it directly in the center either. He kind of goes to the edge as well. So
yeah, he sped it up a lot.
a lot. So there you go. That's my conclusion. Is I don't know how people love this so much on Amazon, but they do. And you're spending $10 for a bent piece of wire and I guess this is plastic. For some reason I was thinking it was metal, and a plastic credit card with a hole punched in it. So I would save your money. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Our email says, hello, Dick and Chad. I had so much fun making my first gadget video. I decided to submit another. He had sent us the, I think it was called Switch Bot, that would turn an
yes.
ordinary on-off switch into a smart
remember that.
switch.
Yeah.
He said, this video is inspired by a previous video on the Giz Wiz show, the potato peeling gloves that Mo had, okay?
They
As
were
you'll
horrible.
see, the one I bought works better.
Ooh.
And here it is.
Save your hands and time with today's kitchen gadget.
Approved
Hey,
by
Dick and Chad,
Mom.
This is Steve and my daughter Alexa with another kitchen gadget inspired by a previous Giz Wiz viewer video and my mom, introducing the electric peeler. Mom had a ton of potatoes to peel and not a lot of time. Why do it by hand when technology, parentheses Amazon, has the answer? What Alexa just showed is the spare peeler blades, and it's also battery operated. 4 AA batteries, you can bring it wherever you want. Out to the campfire, out to the barbecue. Nice, simple design. Also has an AC adapter.
Oh.
This is how we use it mostly.
I was wondering that.
Plug it in, and never stops working. Keep it on the counter where it's always available. It easily comes apart for cleaning. And there you have it. So let's see how this thing works. Alright, here we're showing a potato. Any size or shape will do, but the marketing images show it works on zucchinis, carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes. Who peels tomatoes? Anyway, even fruits, apples, pears, peaches. You get the idea. So you set the arm, you adjust it, and press the button.
Wow.
And let it do its thing.
Even at the top, it did a pretty good job.
You could make curly fries.
Very stringy curly fries.
Now to release, you just lift up on the
Now a tomato.
handle, and just keep your hands away from the spikes.
I want to see it do an egg. No, just kidding.
And as a bonus, recipe straight from my college years spent at the Jersey Shore. Potatoes, onions, peppers, and some butter wrapped in tin foil and thrown on the grill.
Yum.
Result speaks for itself. Time to eat.
That
Back
is
to you, Dick
awesome.
and Chad.
This is so
Nice.
he showed the Alibaba version.
Oh, that's very funny. It's $21 on Amazon and also available at Alibaba. That was great. So let me just find his email again. And recommended by my mom. And it's Stephen Gross. Stephen, this was great. So you'll get the June issue of Mad Magazine. I have like 3 articles in here. And if you want to submit a video, okay, we'd love to have someone who's never submitted one. It's easy. Doesn't have to be as elaborate as Steven did with his. Anything to do with a gadget, 1 to 3 minutes, horizontal plane. Make sure we can hear you and see the gadget. That's it. Email it. Put up on YouTube. You can click unlisted when you upload it so that only people with the URL can see it, and send that URL to us. Mail at gizwiz.tv. Okay, mail at gizwiz.tv, and do it now because we could use one for next Thursday.
Do it.
If not, I'll just have to go back to the warehouse and find something else.
This guy works enough for the Giz Wiz. Just give him a break. Yes, that was a great video. Fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Cool. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Okay, our letter is from Mo, very short, but I wanted to get the chat room's experience with this. He said, this is updating a gadget that Dick did, which was used. Okay, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I did the Red Cross emergency flashlight that you
Oh,
dipped
yeah.
in water,
Yeah.
and turned out that it had Scotch tape top and bottom to hold it in place. And it might have been sent back by a man whose review I read, who said, "Well, I didn't know this just worked once. I sent it back." So anyway, Mo said, "Dick, out of the last 25 new Amazon products I purchased, 5 of them were used."
Oh, on purpose or?
No,
I assume he's not trying to buy used, just to make sure.
No, I'm quite sure he meant that they were
real.
pre-used by somebody else. So I was just wondering.
Oh, no.
Also, the last 25 gadgets, I think he buys more gadgets than I do.
He might. There's a good chance that Mo.
I know. Well, last year I was on Amazon. I bought 220 things last year on Amazon, but he might beat me. So that's 20%. 20% of 25 gadgets were used. That was my first experience. I think in the past I thought, is this used? And then I thought, no, they wouldn't do that.
No way.
But because
not possible.
my feeling was, with a gadget like the light that costs $12, doesn't it cost them more to have someone unpack it and get out Scotch tape and put it back in the box and put it on the shelf? So anyway, I'm just looking. Anybody else getting? Chad, how about you? Have you ever gotten a used gadget?
Nothing that has been obvious, but I wouldn't be crazy surprised. Like, let's try to find what should I search for that specific light? Hydro light or?
No, that was
water
Red
activated?
Cross emergency light. Red Cross water activated light.
Water. Okay. So here it is. So there's some things you can check, which is basically who is it sold by. See, so ships from Amazon.com. Oh, whoops! You're not seeing anything. It'd be better if you could see my screen.
There, that's it. Yes.
Here it is. So ships from Amazon.
I thought if the factory was sending them out, they would repack them.
So you can sell a product on, like you could go through the process to sell an item on Amazon and get it listed. And so when you see this right here, new 6 from 1150, you can click that and you can see all the places that are selling this. And let's say this 1150 one goes out of stock and they run out. It's going to bump the price up to $11.97 for you, and you're going to be buying from this place. So and it's called the buy box. So this box over here, that's the buy box, and whoever has the buy box, in fact, look, the cheapest price isn't in the buy box. It's $11.97, where if you go over here, you can actually see you could get it for about 50 cents cheaper from whatever this place is.
But they would not be Prime, though.
So, yeah, it wouldn't be Prime, but it's still free delivery. It's just not Prime delivery.
Right,
okay. Right? And so the buy box could go to a different company, and that company could be a guy in his garage. And here's what some people do is they go to, say, Goodwill, or they buy a pallet of used products and they sift through it and they find stuff that is sold on Amazon and they list it as themselves, and it's shipped by Amazon, but they are the ones selling it. So someone could have bought this product from a warehouse, from a wholesaler, from wherever, and then resold it. So that is how it could have easily than a used product that was sold as new. Now, if it is an obviously used product, you can contact Amazon and tell them about it, because they're not supposed to do that. And they will lose the ability to sell on Amazon if you complain about it. So you probably should complain about it, because that's pretty ridiculous.
Well, the thing is, I knew someone had taken it out of the box.
Right.
But the fact that it lit meant it wasn't actually dipped in water.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it was sort of used in a way. Someone took it out of the box, looked at it, then read the directions and said, "Oh, wait a minute, this is going to work for 72 hours, and then I'm out."
Right.
So then he sent it back. Now, the reason I thought it's weird, because it was I had another gadget. I can't even remember what it was. It was $11, and it didn't work. And it said, "Would you like a returnless refund?" Have you had this yet?
Yes. Some products, it's not worth it to get the return.
Yes.
So you keep it and you get the money back.
And you get your money back. I've in the past year, I've gotten 2 out of 200 gadgets.
Right.
I had 2 returnless items where you just keep it and you get your money back.
Right.
But it seems like no one else has actually gotten. Mr. Dave is saying always use the Prime box, but that flashlight was Prime. Jeff Adams says, coming soon on Amazon, used peanut stirrer.
Right, exactly. And people do this. There was a subreddit that I liked looking at for a long time called Flipping. And someone in Mr. Dave says Salvation Army. People absolutely would do that. They would go to Salvation Army, Goodwill, any thrift store, and they'd look for what they assume are new products. So a product with its packaging, and you can scan it with the Amazon app and see how much it cost. And so if it's a new package and it's selling on Amazon for $20, but Goodwill is selling it for $3, you just buy it and list it on Amazon. It's called flipping.
Oh my gosh.
People do it, and some people can make a lot of money. You can do the same thing with Target or Walmart. As you go into Target or Walmart and you see, say, a teddy bear, and there it's going for $5, and you scan the teddy bear, and on Amazon it's going for $20, people just don't realize they can go straight on over to Walmart and buy it themselves, and they'll sell it. And there's tools to see.
So they'll buy it for $5 and list it on Amazon for $20.
Right. And you can. I've seen stories of people doing that in bulk, where maybe there was a closeout sale or warehouse shutting down. They do it with return items too. So like Best Buy will, instead of restocking, will sell a pallet of used things. You don't quite know what you're getting in there, but you'll get this big pallet full of used monitors, mice, keyboards, whatever, and then people will go through it and list that on eBay or wherever. So yeah, it's an industry.
So it is an industry.
It can happen, absolutely. There's smaller scale stuff like the Goodwill things, but then there's I saw stories of large scale stuff. When you buy it from like Target and sell it on Amazon, that's called retail arbitrage, which is some. I don't. It makes it sound really illegal, but you're just buying stuff and selling stuff. But that's also, like, I remember seeing something on Amazon that was being sold on Amazon with the Target exclusive sticker on the image, and it was like, wait a second, this is a Target exclusive.
Yeah, I've seen that too, where I'll go to like Toy Fair.
Right.
And they'll say, this will only be available at Walmart.
Right.
And then you'll see it on Amazon, but for $20 more.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Some people don't bother to do a price search, right? You're on Amazon. I'm guilty of this. I needed a phone mount. And I was on Amazon, and I searched Amazon for a phone mount, and I just bought it. And then I could have gone to Best Buy, found the same phone mount for $5 cheaper, $20 cheaper, and not known. So if you're not, searching for that, I mean, these LED lights that I showed off, the Tatsumi LED lights. I remember this would be the perfect retail arbitrage product because it was $10, but almost everyone would think it's, this is a $20 product. So
Yeah,
listed on
absolutely,
Amazon.
absolutely.
And you can buy it in bulk. You could just buy 100 of them from Walmart and then sell it on Amazon for $20. And that's how you get a lot of the white labeling things where you'll have the same product listed under different, business names a million times. And it's because they all bought it from Alibaba. They all listed it on Amazon. And they're all trying to compete for the best, Amazon listing.
And the new thing they do there is 2021 model.
Right. Exactly. Or they'll with free carrying case, it'll be that little bag that you immediately throw away,
Yes. And I also love that those white box things, not even the instructions have a name on them.
No.
So you can make up any name you want. And most people don't even bother putting a name on it because why waste money printing something? Just give it a name on Amazon. Hit seven letters on your keyboard, and that's the name of your product.
Right. Actually, that's how I feel with this Tatsumi brand. It's like, yeah, that's our business name. So anyway, I hope that I have illuminated some folks about the inner workings of Amazon. Thanks, Mo, for the letter. So there you go. And I've definitely seen even like Facebook ads for become an Amazon retailer today. It's easy. It takes no work. Do it from the comfort of your home. And that's what those that's what the course is going to teach you is find a product. Sell it on Amazon for more than you buy it, and you don't have to do any work. You don't have to design the product. You don't have to do anything other than buy it in bulk or for cheap and resell it and make money.
Let me just see if I can cancel that course that I just signed up for.
Exactly.
You just saved me $30.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I want to say a big old thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it, and I just want to say thank you for supporting the Giz Wiz. If you enjoy the Giz Wiz and just save some money from not taking that e-commerce course, head on over to patreon.com and just for $1 an episode, you can learn all of the secrets right here on Giz Wiz. If you like the show, please consider supporting over at patreon.com/GizWiz. If you don't want to give via Patreon, the platform, then you can head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there's a PayPal link there so you can give via PayPal. However you support, thank you so much for your support.
What the heck is it?
What the heck is it? This is the last moments.
Soon, yes.
The last moments. We had 2 of our own what the heck is it, but the real what the heck is it? The original. This is your last chance. When is the last day?
Let's see, Friday. Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You may not.
You may not. No. If you're listening to this as it's being recorded, your chance has passed. But there will be a new gadget, so you can get in immediately once you'll see the gadget before we will. Before I will, I guess I should say. So head on over to gizwiz.biz. If you're watching the live show and haven't guessed yet, head on over there, click on what the heck is it on the sidebar, and this is the gadget. The whole gadget. And I cannot wait until next week so we can talk about it. But it's I mean, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, it's pretty obvious to me that this is a tripod for your peanuts. You know, your peanut just goes right in there, and then you can keep it from moving around. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing. over at gizwiz.biz. 6 mad magazines for correct answers. 12 mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. I've given over 8 interesting answers, so you guys can come up with some. Get on over there and get a guessing for those magazines. And you had it. You had the issue they'll be trying to get. Oh, it's right here on the marker. There it is.
There you go. There you go. Yep. Mad into the future.
Ooh.
And it's kind of fun to have an article in there written in 2008 called "What If Every Gadget Could Talk?" And one of them is a refrigerator. The woman's going out the door, and the refrigerator said, "You're short of eggs. You need milk." And of course, LG.
How real is that? I've gotten kind of annoyed with needing to talk sometimes. I'm just like, I just want to turn on the lights. And the best way to do it is for me to talk to Google and say, turn on the lights or whatever. And I'm just sometimes, if I'm watching a TV show and I have to pause, hey, turn on the lights, unpause. I can be annoying. So that was a good prediction. Back in 2008.
It was.
Voice recognition was horrible back then. So that was a good prediction. Wow. Head on over to gizwiz.tv to see us live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. You can also head there to catch all of our previous episodes if we're not live. We have Apple Podcast, RSS feed, and a YouTube channel for you to stay updated by subscribing. It is free. And that about wraps it up for our show. So we'll see you next week.
I'll be here. So we just need a title.
I saw some good ones go by.
Oh, okay.
What were they? Lights, camera, bubbles.
Oh, that's funny.
Take a Sophie. Soapy.
Oh, take
a Soapy.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I like Take a Soapy.
Take a Soapy. Okay.
Martron was the original Soapy.
Okay.
Take a Soapy. Time to take a Soapy. And let's get a photo.
Okay, let me get my camera cranked up. Are you ready?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice. That thing is funny. Here we go. Recording the title in 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1829, recorded Thursday, April 29th, 2021. Take a Soapy.
Excellent. Chat room, see you Saturday for Leo. And then Giz Fizz after. And if you're a fan of Giz Fizz, Myra Joyce will be here in the studio. Live. The first guest in 1 year.
Ooh. I might have to tune in for that. What time is that normally?
It's hard to believe that it's a year since people have visited anybody.
I know. I'm good riddance. Good riddance. Live and vaccinated from the Giz Wiz studio. Say it again.
Is it the same out there? You can walk around in parks without masks?
Yeah, so the walking around outside, I guess I never even realized. Texas, ignored that. Everyone's kind of been walking around outside that I've noticed, but maybe that's just Dallas. I think
without a mask.
Yeah, without a mask.
Oh, okay.
That never stuck. I mean, my thought was, it was 6 feet social distancing and outside really helped, and it just never. It was never a thing. It was you leave the store and it was you could take it off. So, that's a weird. I feel like a strange local habit that.
Yeah, well, that's just because everything is so crowded in New York. So
that is, yes, That's probably absolutely true. Is you
Yeah,
can't be 6 feet
yes.
away from people on the street.
No, walking on Broadway,
Right.
you can't get 6 feet away from a
That's
person.
that's it. Because even in like the most crowded parking lot, you could avoid people. So yeah, that's true.
Very good. All right, chat room, Chad. I'll see you all next Thursday. And chat
Awesome.
room, see you for Leo if you're a Twit fan. Bye.
Bye.